Hello and welcome to another Explore Tulsa. This week we feature a hometown boy making his mark on the music scene.
Then we take in a flick at one of T-Town's most iconic theaters.
Followed by a date with Miss Tulsa.
Plus put on your dancing shoes because we're going to learn a move or two.
Hi, I'm Stevie Fernandez.
And I'm Trish Whitmer. It's great to have you with us again for this week's Explore Tulsa.
And I'm so excited for our first guest.
It is exciting to have a local guy that's making it big in the music business, like JD McPherson.
Yeah, I'm going to ask him if I can go on tour with him.
Wait, now exactly what would be your job on JD's tour?
I'd be the guy that kept all those groupie girls away from him.
Now you chasing away girls. I can see that.
A gentle awakening.
I guess my father was the first person I knew that was like kind of into music. I remember going to church, he would play like John Lee Hooker and Muddy Waters tapes and would get me them for Christmas and stuff. And then I started getting into rock and roll with my older brothers. You know, my older brother John Aaron played guitar and he was the guy that got me into that. So.
Once you walked and walked and talked and talked.
I suppose like the stuff that I was into, whether it was like kind of punk rock or like old rock and roll or rockabilly stuff, never really seemed like it's something that I could really do for a living. And you know, so you just sort of keep it as a thing that you do on the weekends, and it's just, you know, it's a part of your life. And then got a BFA at the University of Oklahoma in Norman, and then I went ahead and got my master's at University of Tulsa and got a teaching job fresh out of grad school. That lasted about 3 years, and then I was let go. But luckily, at the same time that was happening, we had made this record and it was starting to kind of get some attention, and so we just hit the road. I was like, I gotta make some money, let's hit the road. While I was looking for another job, and luckily I never really had to look for another one. I mean, our starting point, very obviously so, I think, is like mid-50s rhythm and blues, and like heavily influenced by like black rock and roll from the mid-50s. It wasn't our intention to produce a record that was like a time capsule record. Like, we wanted to just be a band, but like our thing was, you know, that early rock and roll stuff. You start making connections with folks, and if people are responding well to the record, they'll pass it on to somebody else, and if they respond to it, they'll pass it to someone else. Before you know it, you know, you're talking to the booking people at Leno and Letterman, and the nicest guy of all of them is Conan. I mean, he just hung out with us for like part of the day, and that was the first one, and that was like, it was like, this is great, because, you know, he makes you feel safe, makes you feel, you know, calm, and I think he was just into it. You know, I know he's kind of into early rock and roll too.
Please welcome my new friend, JD McPherson.
We had thrown around the idea of, when we made the record, because we made it kind of for ourselves. We didn't plan any of this to happen. I mean, I had a full-time job, but we wanted to just go all the way with it. You know, make the packaging, like, let's make videos. Maybe we'll get a festival out of it or something. You know what I mean? So one of the coolest environments we had access to was Jimmy's studio. My bass player, Jimmy Sutton, has built this amazing analog vintage recording equipment studio over the last 10 years, and it's such a cool looking room and so much cool stuff in there. It was a no-brainer. Let's just, you know, make a video of the making of this song, and that was it. And that has been 100% the best calling card we could have done, is making a video.
I got some money and some wheels to drive.
I had been writing this lyrics about chasing somebody around, and I asked my wife what side of Broken Arrow she grew up on, and she grew up on East Elgin, which is the north side of Broken Arrow. So there you go, secret's out. But yeah, I just knew. But I knew that sounded. Like they say, everybody assumes that that's about the north side of Chicago or it's about the north side of Tulsa, like because the band is based out of Chicago and I'm kind of near Tulsa. But I just asked my wife what side of Broken Arrow she's from. That's all. I know a ton of people that this is Kane's Ballroom is their favorite venue in the world. Wilco said that, Elvis Costello said that. I mean, it's like this is a very important place. And I've been coming to shows here since, I would drive 2.5 hours to come see a band with my friends in high school at the Canes, and yeah, it's always been one of my goals and dreams to play here, in my own band under my own steam, and so finally happening, so it's a huge deal for me.
That's how it's done. Fantastic. Thanks so much. J.D. McPherson, everybody.
Man, I love the sounds that JD produces.
He is a great talent, and you can enjoy it for yourself when he plays at the Canes Ballroom Saturday, February 23rd.
Or visit jdmcpherson.com to learn about JD's music and his tour schedule.
So, is JD gonna let you come on his tour, Stevie?
He said he would love to have me go, but he thought that you probably need me more here.
Now I thought you'd say something like that. Well, at least you'll be around to take in a movie when we visit the new theater at the Circle Cinema next when Explore Tulsa continues.
Shopping for authentic Native American gifts has never been easier. Whether you're looking for jewelry, art, or official Cherokee Nation apparel and books, you're sure to find all the perfect items in one place. Cherokee Nation Gift Shops. With 8 convenient retail locations, or shop online at CherokeeGiftShop.com. And don't miss our official Cherokee OU and OSU merchandise. Cherokee Nation Gift Shop. Convenient, affordable, authentic.
I'm carbon dating this carpet.
When you visit Video Revolution at 71st and Lewis, you won't find a bunch of money spent on fancy extras. That way, Video Rev can pass huge savings to customers every day.
Like the Samsung 46-inch LED 1080p Smart TV for only $649.
Or this Sony 55-inch 1080p LED with built-in Wi-Fi and 3D ready for only $14.99.
So bring in your dinosaur and trade up today.
Video Revolution, located on the northwest corner of 71st and Lewis.
For a taste of Italy in Tulsa, may we recommend Ti Amo. For 20 years, Tulsa diners have come to Ti Amo for the very best in authentic Italian and Mediterranean dishes. With a dining room perfectly suited for single diners or groups and an incomparable menu, it's easy to see why Ti Amo has been voted best Italian restaurant in Tulsa. Ti Amo now with 2 locations, 61st and Sheridan, and our new downtown location on the northeast corner of 3rd and Cheyenne. Ti Amo, fine dining at an affordable price.
Hello, we're so happy to have you with us for more Explore Tulsa.
You know, Trish, I'm a huge movie fan, and I've probably watched movies in theaters all over town, but one of my favorite spots has to be the Circle Cinema.
Now's the perfect time to check in with them too, because they just opened their 2nd cinema and have some neat events planned for the near future.
When we got at the facility in 2003, it had been closed for about a decade or maybe 12, 15 years, something like that. The part that we've been operating since 2004 wasn't actually part of the theater. It was retail space next door to it. So we had to sort of create a theater in that retail space. So that's where we're sitting now was part of that showroom for the retail establishment, but now it's part of our gallery and our lobby, and then we have the 100-seat theater that everybody's been coming to since 2004, and now we have a new theater. The newest theater that we opened has about 120 seats. They're really comfortable, kind of plush, rocking seats that people have really enjoyed getting to sit in. And we've gotten some great reviews from people. They love it in there. It's a different configuration than what we have in our first theater because it's wider but not as deep. So we are using digital projection in there, DCP, which is kind of the newest thing that's out there. 35 millimeter is unfortunately kind of on its way out, so everything's going digital. So we really wanted to kind of be on the cutting edge of that and be able to accommodate that, because that's what a lot of distributors are offering. They don't do prints as much as they used to. Well, we opened it just before Thanksgiving last year, 2012, and that was, we really pushed hard to get it open before the holiday season, because that's kind of a fun time when people are going to movies, and so we wanted to be open then. And a lot of new films open around the holiday season, so we were gearing up for being able to get those films. But we kicked off our capital campaign to do the renovation on that aspect of it in 2008. So it took us a while. The economy didn't cooperate very nicely. Donation, we were raising money to do it with through funders and donors and contributors, supporters. So it just took us a while to get to that point, and now we have the funding in place to finish out restoring the lobby and restoring the front facade to about the look of 1952. And then the final phase will be to do the big theater, which will be a 250-seat theater. Well, we primarily show independent films, documentaries, foreign language films as a general rule, but occasionally we'll book films that are a little more considered mainstream. A lot of big-time movie stars also go out and make independent films, or even direct or produce independent films themselves. So they have ties to that. We also work with young filmmakers that maybe don't have an opportunity. Maybe they're not in distribution yet, but they want an opportunity for people to be able to see their films. And if we can, work in some screenings for them so they can get people here, get feedback on their films, and we hear from them very frequently. Occasionally we'll have films that are also showing at another theater. Maybe the distributor booked it in 2 theaters in town, and we're one of them. So we hope that they would choose to see it at Circle Cinema, because we're local. We're a small nonprofit. We're in a historic aspect of Tulsa. We're Tulsa's last remaining historic movie theater. So there's a real reason for people to come support what we do. Not only to come see good films, but also to support an organization that is doing good things in the community.
It's so great that Tulsans have worked so hard to keep the Circle Cinema around for so many years.
Since 1928, the Circle Cinema has certainly preserved the art of theater going. To check out the movie and events coming to the theater, visit circlecinema.com.
Maybe the Circle Cinema is where I could take Miss Tulsa for our first date.
Stevie, you don't have a date with Miss Tulsa. We are all going to have the chance to meet her together.
Sounds like most of my first dates.
So stick around. Miss Tulsa joins us next on Explore Tulsa.
How's my hair look?
Frustrated with your computer's performance? Looking to upgrade or repair the one you have? Arcade Computers at 5649 South Mingo in Tulsa has the solution. Arcade Computers sells new computers, used computers, and provides network installation and support. Keep your system running at its top performance. We offer the highest trade-in values and below market prices on late model desktop computers, laptops, network equipment, workstations, and monitors. Stop in or call us. Our expert technical staff will be glad to assist you. The Royal Dragon at 51st and Memorial in the Fontana Shopping Center is celebrating their 35th anniversary, and you're invited. The Royal Dragon has been and still is Tulsa's tradition to meet family and friends for a wonderful meal. It's also home of the all-day buffet. A full menu is available if you prefer. When it comes to planning holiday events, weddings, receptions, birthdays, or an anniversary, the Royal Dragon has private rooms, or you can use the entire restaurant.
Hello, and welcome back for more Explore Tulsa.
Now, Trish, you're a beautiful woman. Now, did you ever think about being in any of the Miss Oklahoma pageants?
No, I was always much more of an athlete, and I didn't think I could ever do well in that talent competition.
No worries, because I could teach you. What do you want to try, like juggling, magic, tap dancing?
No, and no. Let's just leave the pageant stuff up to the experts, like Miss Tulsa.
I can teach you how to pageant walk, too.
Miss Frontier Country, Veronica Wisniewski. her star, Lib Michelle Williams.
I actually grew up in South Oklahoma City, but Tulsa's like my second home. I come up here almost weekly to visit my friends and directors and people involved in pageants, and so it's like a second home. Growing up in Oklahoma, it's taught me a lot of diversity, about meeting other people, and really, there's so many friendly people in Oklahoma and you don't realize it until you go out of state or until you go out of country, and I really do love living in Oklahoma and I think it's a great place to grow. Well, a pageant, if you didn't know, it's divided into different sections. So you have a talent portion, an interview, evening gown, swimsuit, and an onstage question. And so you kind of prepare a little bit for all of them the best you can. Obviously, your talent is picked individually, so whatever your talent may be, practice it weekly as many times as possible because the more you practice, the better it is. My favorite story has always been the Nutcracker, and I never got to play the Sugar Plum Fairy, but I got to play in the snow part, and that was really exciting for me. The Nutcracker was the very first ballet I saw, and it's really what inspired me to become a ballerina. And so the Sugar Plum Fairy, it's kind of like the best part you could really get. I'm kind of a gym rat. I really love working out, and so the swimsuit portion for me is really enjoyable, and it's something that I've done before pageants. My platform for the Miss Oklahoma organization is Veronica's Challenge, Live Above the Influence, and it's pertaining to drugs and alcohol. And it's a platform that I'm very passionate about because I've had personal family issues in the past that have made me that have inspired me to create this platform.
Preventing drug abuse is a focus of your platform. Live Above the Influence. You've recently started a SADD, S-A-D-D, which stands for Students Against Destructive Decisions, chapter at your college. Why is SADD's approach more effective in preventing drug abuse than other drug education programs?
It's more effective because it's a constant variable that's always in schools. Programs such as DARE or Dare to Be Above the Influence are only during National Drug Week, which is in October. And so by implementing Students Against Destructive Decisions at Oklahoma City Community College, it's an opening for students and for young people to come to at any time during the year. And it's always there for them, and it's always there for them to turn to. Thank you.
Thank you, Veronica.
I have seen shows, I think, that you're talking about, like Toddlers and Tiaras and Honey Boo Boo, and I think that we have to take reality TV with a grain of salt. Reality TV really isn't reality TV, and I kind of think it reflects not the most positive view on what pageants really are in the organization, because the organization is filled with really smart, talented, and ambitious women. The most important thing I would say about the Miss Oklahoma organization is giving back to your community and being involved in your community, doing community service. That's what I look forward to doing. And also working with Children's Miracle Network, who we have an affiliation with. If this is something that you would love to do, you should definitely put your hard work into it and try your best, because it really is an organization that gives back. And not only that, not only personal rewarding, but scholarships as well. It's the #1 scholarship organization for women in the world, and everybody gets something. Nobody goes home empty-handed. And also, I would just like to say, even if you don't win your first pageant, it's not the end of the world. Just keep going. I've had to compete in 14 pageants before winning my first title to Miss Oklahoma. My first year, I got top 10. I went back, worked a little harder the second year, second runner-up. And so it's just something, it's just about perseverance, really. Keep going.
Veronica is such an amazing young woman. She's smart, talented, and attractive.
Which all makes her a great representative for our community.
You know, Trish, there's still some time. We could get you pageant ready.
All right, Stevie, what's the punchline here?
No punchline. I just think you're talented and beautiful. You have a real shot at this.
Well, thanks, Stevie.
Plus, if you won, you could wear your crown and maybe we get some free lunches out of the deal.
There's not going to be any free lunches. But if you are interested in learning more about competing yourself, visit missoklahoma.org.
You know, Trish, Strictly Ballroom is our next guest. You might pick up your talent there with just a few lessons.
Give it up, Stevie. But do stick around if you're interested in learning a couple of dance moves with more Explore Tulsa next.
Since 1964, Guitar House of Tulsa is the player's choice. We provide excellent customer service and the best selection on guitars, basses, mandolins, banjos, ukuleles, and amplifiers in Tulsa. Check out the latest products from PRS, Martin, Taylor, Spector, Charvel, Takamine, Alvarez, Mesa Boogie, Orange, and many more. Open Monday through Saturday. Ask about our string instrument repair, 0% interest financing, and private lessons with the best instructions in Tulsa. Guitar House of Tulsa. We'll keep you strumming along.
Have you noticed your vision seeming a little narrowed and blurry?
Then you may be suffering from SDTV.
Let the LED experts at Video Revolution help you see what you've been missing.
Like the Samsung 1080p 50-inch LED for only $749.
Or this Sony 60-inch 1080p LED for only $14.99.
Video Revolution at 71st and Lewis can help you find the perfect HD.
And 3D prescription to custom fit your home entertainment needs.
Envision Media Group has teamed up with Video Revolution, Tulsa's leader in electronic sales, service, installation, and repair, to offer the latest advances in video production technology to the Tulsa area. From multi-camera HD production to live web streaming and TV studio production, Envision Media Group provides production services to television stations, sports organizations, corporations, and agencies. Envision Media Group's team of professionals has over 50 years of combined broadcast television experience. And thanks to Video Revolution, we now have all the latest toys and capabilities at our fingertips to produce your next project on time and on budget. Envision Media Group and Video Revolution are a powerful team and ready to tackle any video project needs you might have. For more information, visit us online at envisionmediagroup.com. Envision the possibilities.
It's great to have you back with more Explore Tulsa.
And you're just in time, too, because I'm about to get my dance on.
Ooh, I've been waiting an entire show to witness this.
Heck, Trish, I'm a regular Fred Astaire out there, just gliding around the dance floor, strictly ballroom.
I started teaching over 40 years ago. I started with Fred Astaire Dance Studio as a student. Then went in training for about 10 weeks, and ever since then I've been teaching for 40 years. The Fred Astaire organization had 175 studios. I had the studio in Oklahoma City with another partner. We had 35 full-time teachers. We had 50 employees, and we had about 400 students. Sold that out and opened a restaurant for about 3 years, and then came back in this business. I haven't competed professionally since about 1970, and I won Fred Astaire Nationals as a novice, and then I entered a couple of other advanced ones and got second places in those, and since that time I haven't competed professionally anymore. One thing is, of course, it's an art form. It's the best exercise you can have. They've learned through studies for about 25 years that we all know exercise is good for us. And we used to say that dancing was the second best exercise other than swimming. Now we're saying ballroom dance is even better than swimming because they've learned that when you dance, it's like multitasking. Not only do you get the exercise, but you have to think. If you're a lady, you got to think about what he's leading, where he's going, and if you're a man, you got to think of the next step, the timing, and leading the ladies. So they decided that ballroom dancing is really great for dementia. We have a lot of couples, but we have a lot of single people as well. So our age category is anywhere from 22 to, we have one student, he's 93, and he still flies jet planes. He still has a pilot's license, still flies jet planes. So all age categories. We have a lot of couples as well. They do it for social reasons as well as the exercise. A lot of couples do it so they can go out dancing together. And singles do it so they'll have something to do, an activity, an exercise, and hopefully meet someone that also enjoys dancing. Especially for a couple. There's anything nicer than them walking off the floor and other people congratulating them, telling how great they are. Of course, it makes that ego even bigger than ever, but it's an inner glow, it's an inner feeling. It's not something you can explain to anybody, but when you walk on the floor and you're one of the best dancers on the floor and everybody recognizes that, man, it's an awesome feeling. And couples can do it together. It's a hobby they can do together. We get a lot of guys in that play golf, but they don't do any other activities with their wives. So here, they can practice, they can dance, they can go out, and it's a hobby they can do together. Well, if it's slower and a Latin beat, you dance rumba. If it's a Latin beat and it's real fast, you dance salsa. Because salsa came about because they would play cha-cha so fast that they would leave the cha-cha out. So that's how salsa came about. And if it's real soft and slow, it's probably a waltz. We call it foxtrot. Most people call it slow dancing. And then we teach swing, you know, then swing is the only true American dance there is that originated here. All the rest of the dances originated somewhere else. I'm going to have one of my teachers named Diana. She's going to teach you how to do the waltz.
So we're going to get in a dance position. You're going to start with the left foot. You're going to step forward.
That's this foot, right?
That's that one, the one I step on. That one. That's it. You're going to step into me with that left foot for a forward step. We're going to take a side step with your right foot and close the feet. Great. Now you're going to take this right foot and you're going to take a step back. Back. Now you're going to take a side step and feet together. And that's a waltz box. Oh, you're a regular Fred Astaire.
Hey, yeah, I know.
So let's try it 2 times in a row. What do you say?
Yeah.
Ready? So we have forward, side, together, back, side, together. Excellent. And now we're just going to continue doing this box. There you are. And we're going to get into a repetition, doing something over and over.
Oops,
so that's all right, so that it's very natural. Very good. And now you're waltzing.
I tell you what, all ladies like dancers. So if you want to learn how to dance, my advice is to learn how. You can walk in any place and dance with any lady. If you're good, they just can't wait till you ask them.
I will say this for you, Stevie. You are definitely not afraid to do almost anything.
Oh, I do love to dance, Trish. You want to try?
Maybe later. But if you'd like to learn to dance like Twinkle Toes here, visit strictlyballroomtulsa.com.
Just let the music move you, Trish, as we waltz into more Explore Tulsa next.
Looking for a new home entertainment experience? Well, hi, and welcome to Video Revolution, Tulsa's best in cutting-edge electronics. Professional, highly trained home entertainment experts. Video Revolution's been serving Tulsans for over 25 years with name brands like Sony, Klipsch, Mitsubishi, Samsung, and so many more. Great selection, price match guarantee, custom installation, expert assistance equals home entertainment success. See for yourself. The Video Revolution showroom features the largest selection of flat panel TVs in all of Oklahoma. Plus the latest in 3D entertainment. Highly trained home entertainment experts on hand. Professional delivery, installation, and service after the sale. And the best selection of name brands. Visit us online at videorevolution.com and find out more about everything we have to offer. Video Revolution, located on the northwest corner of 71st and Lewis.
Be sure and stop in next week when we meet Carla Fernandez and learn all about her new shop downtown, Colors of Etnica.
Well, that's all the time we have for you on this week's show. But special thanks to JD McPherson. We're all big fans and looking forward to your show at the Canes February 23rd.
Thanks, too, to Stephanie and the staff at the Circle Cinema for keeping history alive. And thanks to the beautiful and talented Miss Tulsa, Veronica Wisniewski. Anytime you like, I'm willing to be your escort.
Plus, thanks to Mike Henderson and to Diana for teaching Stevie to waltz. We all hope your foot heals fast.
Remember, if you miss any of the show, you can always catch us at ExploreTulsaChannel.com.
As always, each week we feature the people, places, and attractions that make us proud to call Tulsa our home.
Hey, don't forget to like us on Facebook. Share with us someone you think Tulsa should know more about. Plus, remember, Explore Tulsa is always brought to you by Video Revolution, located on the northwest corner of 71st and Lewis.
Please stop by and say hello to Ron and all the guys for your home entertainment needs. And we'll see you next week right here on Explore Tulsa.